Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Tanks of Freedom. And this is going to be the level Eastern Cities. Now, Tanks of Freedom is a game brought to you by P1X or Pix. They are a pretty good game company. I like a lot of the games they've come out with, and this is just one of the newer ones that they're still working on. And they just came up with a new patch, and that's what we're playing right now. It has some different graphics. It has some different kind of game mechanics, and we're going to go through it. And we're basically right now we're going through the campaign mode. We just beat level 1, and now we're going to try level 2, which is called Eastern Cities. And basically you have this little paragraph down here that gives you a little bit of the story, a little bit of the description on what you're going to be doing in that level, kind of a hint at what may come. And it says, even though the events of Mayday Square allowed for relatively peaceful change of government, there is still a lot of tension. We have reports of groups of militant loyals to the old president find and capture their center of operations before their actions cause civil war. So you can kind of see that they have set up a storyline, and it is kind of leading you through it, you know, and I think that's very cool because I love storyline in video games. So I can't wait to see where this goes. And obviously each level is going to get progressively harder, and that's basically how it usually works in video games. You know, as you go through it and you become more knowledgeable in it, the levels themselves become harder. So let's move up. This is a very, very small map, so I almost don't want to build too much. Now, how much are the units? Attack 5, health 10, range 4. Unit price is 40 AP. Where is my AP anyways? Is it down here? Player AP is 14. So that's why I can't build it. How much does it take to move? 1 AP? Really? It's 40 to build 1 unit? That can't be right. I'm looking at that wrong. It says price 40 AP. Wow. So 1 unit to move each turn, and yet how much do I get each turn? It better be a lot. I guess that's a lot. I guess I can make 1 now. You used to be able to make a lot more. Like, the unit prices have really changed. That's a huge steep in inflation right there, because it used to be 3 credits or 3 coins that you had to use to buy like one of the troops, and you got like 15 or 20 or 30 each turn, and now I'm getting close to not even 40, and that can't even build me one unit. Okay, so we're gonna have to use these guys a little bit better. Let's come over here, and now I forgot all about it. You don't actually lose your troops when you take that over. It just costs you some of their action points. Yeah, so I guess I didn't really need to. Oh, dang it, I don't want to move that guy any closer because he's up there by himself. So we go and end our turn there. Ah, they didn't attack. Come on, you should have attacked. I can't wait to see them kick my butt. It's a weird thing to ask for, but after so many times where they had me on the ropes, and they could have very easily have killed me if they had just acted, you know, it's kind of frustrating to see them run away, and in a weird sense of the way, because you know that you should be losing right now, but you're not, out of some little tiny bug in the system or whatever. And like right there, that was a perfect hit. He killed the right one in that attack. That was again, it's hard to root for your own guys to die, but it makes sense, and I'm happy that it's finally working that way. So we're gonna build a couple of these, and we're actually making quite a bit of money now, so maybe not that big of a deal. Just when you first start off, it kind of promotes you to go up here and actually take over these buildings even more than it was before. Like before, it was just a luxury. Like you could build a lot better troops a lot quicker, and you can move your guys pretty much everywhere on the map without having to worry too much about anything. And now you do kind of have to plan it out a little bit and be like, you know, okay, do I want to afford it, or do I want to save up and use, you know, like my troops in a more efficient means where they don't die as quickly? Because I used to just send them in as like fodder, and I knew they were going to die immediately upon getting to their location, but it would hold the enemy off long enough that you know, I could at least build up a force behind him. And now I don't think I would ever do that. Like, it would be too big of a sacrifice to just allow them to die like that. So there we go. Either way, one of my guys is gonna die here, so I'm going to attack, because if he attacks me, I won't get to retaliate, and then I just lose my guy altogether. Let's see, can I move this guy out of the way? again, you go farther on the road than you do off the road, so that's kind of why I've been hugging the road as much as I have. Let's go ahead and build another unit. Now, we haven't seen any barracks. In fact, there is a barracks. I completely blanked on this. We're coming down here and getting you on the next turn. In fact, we'll hold off on all attacks until we do. Because once you get the barracks, you're supposed to be able to increase or do upgraded units. Okay, so 25 AP versus 40. But I don't see a upgraded unit yet. It could simply be that we haven't unlocked it. We haven't gotten to that level where those become activated. But I'm greatly looking forward to that, because that is supposed to be pretty freaking cool. And we can take this over on the next turn. Again, where the little gray square is, that is where the enemies will come out. Now, I don't know how they've done it, but I think they were talking about blocking it, where if one of your troops were there, you know, the enemy couldn't come out. I think they're still going to do that. Let's come over here, take this over, and we will end our turn. And let's come over here. And so, like I was saying, if you block... Oh, he killed my guy. Oh, you suck so bad. We're about to kill you. Can I make it down in there? So if you do this, let's see what happens. Let's see if he builds somebody and if I get hurt, or if I can just keep on blocking him. And if I can, I'm going to go ahead and bring this guy down here just in case he does die. I don't have to completely run all the way back. But yeah, it seems like I'm blocking him. Like, he can't do anything now. He's... I hate to use the term teabag, but basically that's what I'm doing to him. You know, I'm just taunting him. Like, he knows he's dead, and I could kill him at any moment. And I'm just kind of toying with him, which is just so wrong. I kind of wish he could attack me or do something to me, because this... You know, if you were doing this on multiplayer, the other guy would be so ticked off right now. Because you have to end your turn, then he has to end his turn, and he would have to keep ending his turn knowing you're just messing with him. At some point, he wouldn't want to end it anymore, and he would just rage quit out of the little map. And, you know, I don't know if either one of you would get points at that moment, or even if points are going to matter, but it just would make for an enjoyable game experience. So maybe a multiplayer change it so that, you know, you can at least have a chance at fighting somebody who's being that stupid to you, you know, or that kind of mean to you. But we went ahead and at 13 turns. Total time is 5 minutes and 45 seconds. Not a whole lot of time on the enemy side. You can see he only spent 20 seconds, whereas I spent 5 minutes and 25 seconds talking. The blue team dominations 56 over 16. I'm guessing domination is for taking over buildings or owning, you know, any kind of building maybe to start with, because they always have some on the board, even if they never took anything over. And so I think just having their main building gives them a few points in here. Moves, I had 84, where he only had 23. That's probably because I had more units. The more units you have, the more moves you're going to get. I deployed 4, where he only deployed... I mean, I deployed 5, where he only deployed 4. I eliminated 6. Why does he have 5? Did he really? I think he did kill quite a few of my guys. I'm always surprised about the number because I replace them so quickly, but that's a lot. I didn't think I lost 5, but I ended up getting 2,690 points, where he got 850. You know, it'd be interesting if the enemy's points went to something, you know, like they count it negative to you. So even if you got tons and tons of points, but you lost tons of troops, you know, it would cancel each other out so that your score would ultimately go down. So you couldn't just sit there and be very reckless about the level if you were trying to get better points. You not only had to play the level for a long time and kind of kill the enemy as much as possible, but lose as few troops as possible doing it. And that might be kind of a cool concept to throw in there. So let's see, we can go to the next campaign and see what's there. And this one's going to be called Riots. And we're going to go ahead and end the episode here, guys. We're going to start the episode on the next level, which sounds pretty cool. Now I'm reading the little paragraph here, which I'll read on the next one for sure. So again, guys, if you enjoy these videos, please hit that like button, subscribe. Definitely helps grow my channel, and I greatly appreciate it. If you have any comments, if you want to know anything about the game, if you want to you know, join me when multiplayer comes out, let me know down below. I think it's a pretty cool game. I like it so far, and I'm greatly enjoying the updated version that they're putting out. So again, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you next time.